Hello, how are you? Alright, it's time for another video, folks. We haven't done one for a while. Well, I haven't done a face-to-face one for a while. The last one I did was the Q&A for the Turbo Cider, wasn't it? And after that, you didn't even see me, which was a bonus for you. When I rustled up a Turbo Cider, I just did the beginning to end Turbo Cider type stuff, which was fine. And I haven't done one since, so I thought we'd do a little bit of a catch-up. Now, I've made a couple of beers lately. I've done an Ale of Doom. Don't know how that's turned out. In my little recipe thing over here, I'll get the recipe up for you and I'll tell you what's gone into it. So I've called it my Pale Ale of Doom, which is fair enough, I suppose. It's got Cascade and Nelson Sauvin in, and I had a cheeky little taste the other day, and it tastes all right. It's a pale ale, folks. It's somewhere between sort of hoppy and very hoppy, but it's all right. You know, it's fine. Bit too early to give a proper taste test on. I think it needs another probably 4 weeks or so before we go back to it and do a review on it, and then I'll go into it in greater detail. Now, in my fridge of doom at the moment, I've got sitting in there fermenting. In fact, it's probably finished today. Probably could bottle it today, but I'll give it another few days. My Badger Golden Glory clone. It's my attempt at the Badger Golden Glory beer, as inspired by watching my chum do a review over it over on his channel. So Uncle Jonah, go and check him out. He was doing a review of the Badger Golden Glory. He said it was quite nice, and I liked the idea of the peach flavours in there. And I thought, well, I wonder if there's a clone of it out there. And if you go to brewuk.co.uk, you can buy an extract kit, which is allegedly a clone of that particular beer. However, if you read some of the reviews, both on the Brew UK website and various other websites, it's not really close to that particular style of beer. Apparently it is colour-wise, but the taste, you know, people are saying there's not enough peach in there. So I've been digging around the internet, folks, and trying to find a way of bringing that flavour into the beer, and I was immediately thinking peach extract, maybe some schnapps or something like that. So I did some digging around and found somebody else who'd done exactly that. They basically got some peach schnapps, put some in, and apparently it turned out all right. So I'm going to give that a go. So at the moment it's got Fuggles and Challenger in there. It's got Caramunic, 250 grams of that. It's got a little bit of white sugar in there, but not a lot. It's got light dry malt extract, dark dry malt extract in there, and it smells really good. It smelled great when I was putting it into the fermenting vessel, and I need to do a taste test of it though. But what I'm going to do is to get that peach flavour in. I've not put it in yet. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to mix it up with the batch priming sugar. So obviously batch prime, and instead of just chucking the sugar in, I'll put about 15 millilitres, maybe 20, in with that into the secondary bucket, siphon it over the top, give it maybe half hour or so to you know, settle and all that kind of jazz, and bottle it, and hopefully we'll get some of that peach flavour back into the beer. But we won't know until, you know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks time, when I'll give it a cheeky little sip. I will obviously give it a cheeky little sip when I bottle, but not as much as I will do in 2 or 3 weeks time, when hopefully it'll be ready and raring to go. So what else is going on? I've got a beer here. I've got no idea what it is, folks. I'm having to go to my shed some point today or tomorrow. I've got to go to the shed and have a bit of a clear out, because I did a cheeky taste test out there the other week, and 1 or 2 of the beers in there I wasn't too sure about. Now, one of them was the unfortunately the St Peter's Golden Ale, which I think has still got that flavour in that I don't quite like. It doesn't taste right to me. I could leave it another couple of months, I guess, but I don't think it's going to improve it. It's got that sort of kind of yeasty smell and flavour about it, and I don't like it, folks. So I might have to chuck that one. And there's one other in there that I need to check out as well, but I won't know more until I delve through the shed and do a little bit of a taste test So I might record that taste test while I'm in the shed. You know, we'll do a little quick video and we'll stick it up here. It will just be me going, that one tastes alright, that's the Cascade, that one tastes off, that's the, you know, it's not going to be too exciting, but it might give you an idea as to some of the beers you might want to try yourself that have turned out alright for me. What else is going on? Not very much. I have bottled all of the ciders. I did a strawberry cider the other day with 700 millilitres of Ribena, strawberry Ribena, apple juice, yeast, nothing else. So that might turn out alright. I can't remember, folks. I haven't done one for so long now. I can't remember how they used to taste, and I certainly have not been able to use the 775 yeast because I've not got any lying around, and I haven't got a spare £6 plus postage and packaging to just spend on yeast at the moment. So I've had to use whatever yeast I could find in the cupboard. In this instance, I think I used the Lavlin EC1118, which I had lying around for a while, and I just threw that in. That doesn't produce a too bad cider. It's going to come out okay, I think. Certainly when I've done ciders with it before, just plain apple juice, it's been fine. It's been a little bit dry, but otherwise it's not had that turbo cider twang in it, you know. So it will be interesting to see how that turns out. Again, I'll give it a couple of weeks and I'll come back and we'll do a video on it maybe, and we'll see how we get on. Aside from that, not very much to report, boys and girls. I'm not casting for the foreseeable future. The summer is here and I thought I'd have a break from doing it for a bit. When I say I'm not casting, I won't be casting in the same spot every week is what I mean. So I might do the odd sporadic one. You might see me pop up in the middle of the week somewhere and I'll be playing music, not necessarily be on camera. I might pop up and say hello and then turn the camera off, kind of thing. But you know, I'll be popping in and out maybe from time to time, but I'm not going to stick to a schedule throughout summer because, you know, we've all got holidays this time of year, and it's good to have a break, isn't it, as much as anything else. So yeah, for the time being the broadcast will be away with the fairies much like I am half the time. So yeah, apologies for those that have joined in the cast, and thank you to all the regular viewers and things, but I need a break and you probably need a break as well, so I'm sure you can find someone else to entertain you while I'm away. But I will be back, folks, in and out, you know, in and out, just sporadically, that's all, not necessarily the same day, time / week. Alright, what else have I got to say? Not very much at all. Hope to see you at some point again in the near future on one of these videos. It'll probably be me wandering around the shed testing all of these beers out that I need to be sure are still okay before I chuck some freeing up loads of bottles in the process, no doubt. I've just got this feeling that one or two of the kits out there, for whatever reason, have just not turned out very good. And of course, chief amongst them being the St Peter's Golden Ale, which I've always been wary of and had bad results on the first time I did it, and now the second time around. There's a cue for a song. The second time around. Yeah, who's that by? Hey, don't know, do you? So the second time around, it smells and tastes almost the same. Just smells off, folks. I can't describe it any other way. It just doesn't smell right. It smells off, and it tastes off. It's like an off bitterness. I don't like it, so I think it's going to have to go. That's all for me then. I'll keep watching your videos. Obviously, we are sort of 830 subscribers now. So cheers to all the new people, and cheers to all the old people too that have stuck by me and give us good comments. I do appreciate it. I might not be here as much as I usually am, but I am still around, folks, so don't worry, I'll come back and haunt you. Alright, so take it easy and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da.